Today we're going to show a sneak peek into upcoming strip generation in Builder 2019. And for those of you familiar with earlier versions of Builder, many times we used splitters in conjunction with support lines to generate proper design tributaries. And in version 2019, we've simplified the input here and made it more efficient for the user to generate strips in the program. So this is ongoing as a project we're working on and will be completed this year for release of Builder 19. We'll go ahead and just open a model. I'm actually going to import a CAD file, and we're going to go ahead and build a model from this CAD file. So the first thing I'll do is just calibrate the file, and we'll say that this dimension here is 20 feet. Okay, and we'll zoom extents to bring that back into view. And I'm going to use model transform to transform this slab. So we'll go ahead and transform. I'll select my walls. We'll go ahead and transform a couple of openings here, and also columns. So we're going to eliminate or not transform some of the smaller openings just to simplify this a little bit. Okay, and we'll go to transform column. I'm now going to use the option for layer settings. I'll turn everything off and use my default display to just show the structural components. Now we have actually too many openings here. Let me go back and take this opening and delete that. That was selected when we created the two openings here, so we'll make sure we don't have the improper openings there. So we're going to add support lines, and I'll go to floor design. We're going to go into the strip modeling dynamic editor, and this allows us to just generate points. So here we have point 1. I'm going to just pass through, let's say, these columns here and up through this column, and I'll enter, and that creates a support line through those points. The next line we're going to create, we're going to say we'll have a point through here, to there, and then maybe to there. That creates a second support line, and then we'll do something like this. And so we don't need to be really exact. The program basically will pick the support locations that we've added here, and it will generate a support line over those supports. Next one, I'll do something like this. And notice it just auto trims the support lines. Okay, we'll start here and do something like that. This technically doesn't have to connect like it did in days past, where these two would have to be connected, and then we would have to have a splitter. And then I'll do something like from here over to there, and we can go back and trim that back if needed. And then finally something like that. So these are our X direction support lines. You could also use the X and Y tools as you did in the past from these options here to generate support lines. So this one, I'll just go back and modify that, bring it back to the slab edge. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and we're going to generate. So this generates the strips without any input of splitters based on the options that we just selected for input of our support lines. Now, had we done that in the previous version, what we would have had to do would be we would have had to add splitters at several points, just as a matter of comparison. Let me go ahead and show this. I'm going to add a little tool here. We would have had to have a splitter, let's say an X direction splitter here. We would have had to have an X direction splitter there. And so that's two splitters in this direction. We can also show the Y direction, and in the Y direction we would have to have, you know, potentially additional splitters. And splitters can become something that's very important and even time consuming to be able to generate proper strips. So one thing that splitters can be used for is the ability to determine where you have a tributary be cut off at. And I'll show you an example. I'll add an X direction splitter, and let's assume that I want this support line to actually stop right here. So I'll add a splitter there, and again, this is for the new upcoming version. If I generate this, notice that it actually cuts out this portion from the extents of the splitter. That is how splitters will be used in the new upcoming version in Builder 2019. So this is still in progress. Wanted to just provide a sneak peek. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us at support@adaptsoft.com. Thank you.